Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in my previous video, we saw about the Java installation, saw about the data types, variables, and much more things. So let's move on to the further topic. So if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll just open the notes. So the notes link and the source code link and the code link, everything I am been providing with the description. So you can just go ahead with that links and you can download these notes for the reference part. So in the previous session we have completed till here. So even the code is here. So we have completed the 3 Java files. So that is the last concept we saw, that is how to take an input from the user. So now let's move on to the further topics. I'll just open here. So you can see we need to start with the operators. So what are all the operators in Java? Basically operators are nothing but the plus symbol and the less than symbol, greater than symbol. These all those things comes into operators. We are having a number of operators, that is nothing but arithmetic operations. So arithmetic operators are nothing but the plus symbol for additions, for multiplication, for subtractions, for division, for calculating the modulus and double decrement mode, like that. So this all comes under the arithmetic operation. What are the assignment operators? So assignment operators means we are assigning some values to a variables. We are assigning in this fashion. So equals fashion, plus equals is nothing but, if I tell a is equal to a plus 1, so that you can directly write is equal to a plus equal 1. So we'll see with the coding part. So just see with this all the operators we are having in the assignment. So comparisons, basically, which is going to return either a true or it is going to return as a false. So that might return either true or a false condition. That is a double equals is nothing but it is just compare between the two variables. It will just return a boolean values. Logical operation, that is double and percent and the or percent and a not equal, and bitwise and boolean operation. So we'll see with the examples. So I'll tell you one more thing. So results of two data types. If I add a byte with the short, we'll be getting an output. The particular value variable will be changed to the integer value. If I add with a short plus integer, it will be written int. Long plus float will be the float. And same way all this works. F plus t is nothing but a float plus double values will be a double value. Long plus double value is going to become a double value itself. This is about the results of two data types. Okay, so we'll see with the examples. So what is a plus plus? A plus plus is a auto increment mode. If I assign a is equal to 2, then if I give a plus plus, so that will become 3, and even plus plus a, so it is a post increment, it is a pre-increment mode. Okay, so even it is a post increment and a pre-increment pre-decrement mode. So we will see with an example. Okay, so I'll come back to my Eclipse. So I'll just create a new Java file here. So I'm going to right click, I'll new, and I'm just going to create a class. What is a class? So I'll give the class name as java04.java file, and I'm going to initialize the public static void main our entry of our program. So I come here. So let's see about the operators first. So let's see about the, I'll just give it as operators over here. In the operators, so we saw, right? So like we saw a is equal to b, something like that. So if I just tell here, I'll just give it as int a is equal to some 5. So I'm assigning some value. This already we know how to assign a value to a variable. So int a is equal to 5 have been given. So next what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use that concept. What are the concept here? This was the thing I wanted to tell you. So here this is nothing but this is right. We'll see about how this is going to work, like plus equals, minus equals, and all. So let's see here. So if I say here a star equals to 2, if I tell a star equals to 2, what does this mean? If I print syso, if I just going to print syso, that is a variable value of a, if I just save the program and if I just run it, so you'll see what is the value is going to come. You can say I'm going to get a 10 value. So what is it mean by? It is nothing but a is equal to a star 2. It is nothing but a is equal to a star 2. That means whatever the previous value is already is been there, multiply with that this number and just store it the same result into a variable a. So it is nothing but 5 2s are 10. I can able to. Same way we are having a plus equals to 5, and if I just tell a minus 3 sorry, if I just tell a minus equals to 3, and if I just say something like a divide equals to 5. So what are the values I can get? See, so what are the values I can see? So here you can see I'm just going to print the same output. Okay, I'm going to print here, then I'm going to print output here as well as same here. Let's see here. So if I just run the program, you can see here what is the first thing. So a is equal to 5 2s are 10, and here a is equal to a plus 5. It will be treated as a is equal to a plus 5. Okay, it is going to treat like that. That is nothing but a 15. That is the previous value is 10, right? So my a value will become 10 now. So 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So next, now a value is 15. So it will be what? 15 minus 3. That is nothing but a 2. Well, that is a is equal to a minus 3. That is nothing but 15 minus the latest value it is going to take here as a 15, and it is minus with the 3, and output is going to store it in a variable a. So you can see I have printed I'm getting 12. So then if I just divide 2 divided equals to 5, that is nothing but 5 2s are 10, right? So 12, if I divide with a 2 value, it is going to come with this variable. That is nothing but because I have a given what it is nothing integer value, so it is just returning the integer value. Okay, so that is what the thing works. That is how the things works here. So I want to get a integer values as well. So how can I do? I can just simply make it as float. I can just make it as float. It will be like 5 2s are 10. It will be some 12 point something. You can say 12.4. So this will be the actual output if I just do it like that. Okay. So this is how you can see about the operators. That is nothing but assignment operators. Okay. So this is arithmetic operations, you know, the basically which is having multiplication, division and all. So what is modulus is going to do? So modulus, let's see what is our modulo is going to do. I'll just tell a mod, I'll just tell a modulo is equals to nothing but I want to multiply with, sorry, I want to multiply by 2. Okay, I want to just do it like this, and I want to print the output. If I just save the program, run it, so you can see I'll be getting 0.40. So if I just multiply, so what is the previous value is 0.4, right? So it will be like a is equal to a modulo 2. Okay, it will be something like this. So if I just say here a is equal to a is equal to like this, that is nothing but it will be like 2.4 if I multiply with if first it is going to I think modulo operations works with the remainder value. It is just going to return as the remainder values. Okay, that is how modulus works. So next if I come back here, so next we'll see about the comparison operator. So what is the comparison operator? So I'll just comment out till here. I'll just comment out the code. You guys can uncomment it here. So I'll be providing the notes into the description. You can just copy it down now. So I'll just run the program. So nothing is there here now. Fine. So you can see it is like a multi-line comment. Okay. So I'm just doing the multi-line comments here. So next I want to do about the comparison operators. Okay, comparison operators. I want to just tell about the comparison operator. Less than, greater than, symbol like that. So I'll just tell here something. I'll just tell integer value something value x. Okay, integer x is equal to 15. So I'll just create one more variable, integer y is equal to something like 10. Okay, so I'm just giving two values, that is integer y, integer x is equal to some values. I'm just assigning it. So now I want to print something. I want to just print something, and whether I want to check something, I'll check whether x is less than y. Is there x is less than y? That is nothing but whether x is less than y is nothing but x value is less than y value. 15 is less than 10, no, right? So 15 is greater than 10 value, because it is going to return me false here. It is going to return me the false here. You can see in the output. That is nothing but it is just check. If whatever I am saying it is correct, then it is going to return true. If whatever the logic has been wrong, it is not a logic, I can say whatever the condition is wrong, then it is going to return me a false value. That's it. So same way I'll just check one more condition. I'll just say whether my x is equal to y. Even this is going to return me what? False, because x value is not correct than y value. If I just tell so again, I'll just tell one more value, that is what I'll just tell whether x is less than or equal to y. Even this will return what? False. If I just tell so, if I tell x is greater than or equal to y, if I just check this all the conditions, you can see first is false condition, and second one 15 value is not equal to 10, it is returning me false. Again x is less than or equal to, because even it is not equal to, because 15 is not equal to 15, either 15 is not lesser than 10, because of that it is returning me false. And next x is greater than equal to 5, yes, 15 is not greater than 15 is not equal to 10, that condition is fine. There is one more condition, greater than and equals, equals and greater than. So greater means 15 is greater than 10 value, so it is returning me the true value. So this is how the things works. So this is about the comparisons operator. So like this I can just compare the values to it. So now let's see about a logical operation. So let's see about a logical operations. So here and percent and or percent and a not. So let's see how it goes. So here I'll just take it as here logical operators. Okay, so here I'm going to comment out this line of code. Okay, so I'll just comment out this line of code here too, and I'll just put the star and comment it. Okay, so I'll just save the program now. So next I'll just see about the logical operator. What is logical operator is going to do? So I'll just create one boolean value. I'll just tell boolean a is equal to true, and same I want to create boolean b is equal to false. I'm just creating a is equal to true and b is equal to false. Okay, so I'm giving a boolean operation over here. So I'll tell you one thing before starting with this concept. I want to tell you about AND operations and OR operation. So what is AND operation? I'll just tell AND operation operator and operations. Okay, let's see about the AND operation. Okay, so always treat true as 1, okay, and always treat false as 0. Always you have to treat true as 1 and false is equal to 0. Okay, so that is the, whenever I tell 1, you have to understand that is true value. Whenever it is returning 0, it is returning as a false value, like that. Okay, so first I'll just tell here. So if I just tell 1 and if I just apply AND operation, that is nothing but 1 and, that is AND is nothing but this one. Okay, AND is nothing but this is the AND value, that is nothing but ampersand. Okay, ampersand. So I'll just tell 1 and 1. If I tell 1 and 1, it is going to return me 1, that is like multiplication, 1 ones are 1. And if I just tell 1 and 0, it is going to return always 0, that is nothing but it is something treated as true, 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 and false is equal to what? False. Same way as it is here, true and true is equal to true. Okay, so this is the output it is going to return. If whenever I do true and true, it is going to return true. If I tell true and false, whenever I match with that particular expression, it is going to return with the false. And same way I can say one more, that is 0 and 0 and 1 is equal to again 0, again 0 and 0 is equal to 0 itself. Okay, because so it will return true only when both the conditions are true. That is nothing but whenever it is a true and true, it will be a true, or else rest all the cases it will be what? False condition. Same way we are having one more operation, that is what we are having a OR operation. So we are having what? OR operation. So our OR operation will be treated as addition, like that. You can understand with the addition. Okay, like this. So we will be using 2 pipe symbol for the OR. Same way here, true means 1, false means 0. Whenever I use here, if I just tell here, here and here and here, so I'll just tell pipe symbol. I'll just use the pipe symbol here. Even I'll just use the pipe symbol. Even I'll just use the pipe symbol. Just use symbol. Okay, same. So now what happens here? OR operation. What is OR operation? 1 and 1, it is going to return 1, that is true, and true is going to return true. And 1 or 0, that is 1 or 0 is going to return what? Here it is going to return 1, is going to return as 1, that is nothing but true, and false is equal to true itself. Okay, like this. Again 0 and 0, it is going to return 1, that is 0 and 0 or 1 is equal to 1, that is false or true is equal to true itself. again false or false is equal to false itself. So this is how the things work. This is about the OR operation. So you have to understand 1 and 1 is 1, 1 and 0 is 0, 0 and 1 is 0, 0 and 0 is 0. 1 or 1 is 1, 1 or 0 is 1, 0 or 1 is 1, 0 or 0 is 0 itself. So 0 is nothing but false, 1 is nothing but true. So it is for a beginner, it is I am just telling you about little bit about the theory part. And there is one more operator, that is not operator. This we treat as, this is not, this is we are going to treat it as a not, this is going to be treat as a not. Okay, this particular operator we are going to treat as not. Suppose if I tell not of true, if I tell not of true, then it will be returning as a false value. If I tell not of false, FALSE false, it is going to return as the true value. Okay, not of true is equal to false, not of false is equal to true. So that is what about the things here. So then if I just tell not equals, if I just tell not equal, this is treated as what? It will be treated as not equals, EQALSE. It is going to be treated as not equals, and this is going to treat it as equals. Okay, so when I'm just checking some condition, if A is not equal to B, then I can use something like this. If I can just use like A is not equal to B, like this I can use, or else just which we used right now, that is A is equal to B. So like this we will be going to validate it. So this is about little bit the theory part. So now we'll use the same logic to check few of the outputs. So I'm going to put it this everything into a comment section. So I'll just use the comment section here. I'm going to use, I want to just, sorry, I'm using Python one. I'll just use like this. Okay, so let's check with the examples. So that all the errors is gone now. So now I want to check with the few of the conditions. I want to just check with this first AND operation. So let's check with the AND operation. So already I have given this blue, this is the values, that is boolean A is equal to true, boolean B is equal to false. I want to just check first condition. I want to check A ampersand percent, that is A ampersand, sorry, A ampersand A. So that is nothing but a true and true. What it is been going to return, that is A is true, true is nothing but what? 1. So 1 and 1, it should be 1, 1 is nothing but true, and true should be always true. So if I run this program, so you can see I'll be getting an output that is true. You can see I'm getting an output that is true. Same way, if I just check one more condition, that is what? A and B. Okay, if I just tell again A and B, and I'll just tell B and A, so then again I'm just going to print. So I want to just check B and B, that is nothing but a B and B. B and B is nothing but what? False and false. So that is false and false is false, that is then false and true is false, true and false is false, true and true is true itself. So if I run the program, you can see true, false, false, false. So you can see 1 0 0 0. So if I just show you with the theory part, 1 0 0 0, I am getting a perfect output. 1 is nothing but true, 0 is nothing but a false. So this is about what? This is about the OR operation. This is about the OR operation. So I'll just tell SY I'll just name it as AND operation. So next I want to just teach you about the OR operation. So let's see what is OR operation. OR operations. This is a very important concept in your overall programming career, because based on the for condition itself, we are going to validate the if conditions, for loops, while loops, which is the further topics in Java. So just make sure you are very clear with these topics, the operators condition. Okay, so now next we are going to check the same conditions. I'll just check the same conditions, that is the same one, but I will replace this to pipe symbol, that is a OR operation. I'm going to see what is the OR operation output. So I want to check with the two condition. Okay, I'll just save the program. So now if I run the program, you can see I'll be getting true, 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 false, because A or A, when both the condition are true, it will be true. When any one condition is true, the output will be true. Any same way here also false or true is same true. When both the conditions are false, I am going to return a false value. That is nothing but our OR operations. So next we'll see about the not operation. Not operation. I'm going to tell you. So I'll just tell you if I just say you here not of A, if I just tell not of A, what is not of A? When I say A is true, when I say not of A, true's opposite is nothing but a false. You can see I'm getting as a false value. Okay, like this. The same way, even I can just tell not of B, not of B value. What is B? B is false. When I say not of false, then output will be true. If I run the program, you can say output will be true over here. So this is how the operators works in Java. So we saw AND operation, we saw OR operation, and we saw NOT operation. So now let's compare. Let's see a comparison operator. So let me give one more Boolean operator here. Boolean C is equal to, I will give it as true itself. Okay, I'll give Boolean C is equal to true. So now true A and C is almost same. That is also true. Even this is also true. So let's see SY SO. If I just run the program, if I say A is equal to C, if I just tell A is equal to C, yes, you can see it is been returning me the true value, because it is also true. Even this is also true, that both the values are same, so it is returning me the true value. Let me check with same SY SO. If I tell A is equal to B, A is equal to B, no, true is not equal to false, then it is going to return me, it is going to compare and it will return me the false value at the last at my output. This is all about the AND operation, OR operation, and a NOT operation. So next, let's validate with this example. Let's validate this few example, the same scenario. I'll just tell here, I'll just tell SYSO, I'll just tell problem something, I'll just tell problems. So here I'm going to create one new condition. So I'll just tell int I is equal to 12 and j is equal to 13 and z is equal to 14. Okay, I'm just creating so I want to give it into, like, I'll just tell int, I'll just give it as a, okay, so I'll just give it like this. So I'm just creating a 3 variable, that is int I is equal to 12, j is equal to 13 and z is equal to 14. So let's check 2-3 conditions like that. I'll just tell SYSO. I want to check, I want to say whether I and j, okay, I want to check this condition, I and j. So sorry, not like this. I want to just check whether I is less than or equal to j. Okay, and I want to check one more condition, that is and I want to just check I is greater than j. I want to check this condition. So let's evaluate in this way now. So I'll tell what is I value, that is 12. 12 is less than, so I'll just validate this 12. I'll just tell 12. 12 is less than or equal to 13. Yes, it is going to return me, or it is going to return me true. 12 is less than 13. Yes, 12 is less than 13. That is true. Yeah, it will be true. Then I'll just compare with one more and. So now what I have written, I is greater than j. I is greater than j. That is nothing but 12 is greater than 13. I want to check this one. What is 12 is whether 12 is greater number than 13. It is false, so it will be returning me the false condition. So it will be like something. It will be something like true. My output, the first expression output is true, and one more and the second condition output is false. FALSE, false. So what is true and false? What is true and false? True and false. That is A and B. That is A is true, B is false. True and false is going to return me false itself. So if I run the program, I'll just comment out this. For your example, I have just shown you this. If I run the program, so you can see the last condition is coming false. After problems, you can see output is false, because this true condition and this is false condition, so true and false is always false. So let's check with the same condition, let's 2 3. I'll just tell something whether what is the next, z is greater than 14. Okay, again I'll just check OR operation, and j is greater than z. Again I'll just check OR operation. Again I'll just tell I is greater than z. False, right? So you can see z is greater than true. Okay, z is greater than 14. That means sorry, z is greater. I am not to give to 14. I'll just give it as z is greater than j. Okay, 14 is greater than 13. That is true. And I am using OR operation. In the OR operation, you know, if any one statement, if any one output, any one value is true, then it will be a true value. if any both the if all the both, let it, I have said you for the two example here. If let it be any example, if let it be 1 or 1 or 1 or 1 or 1, it will be 1 itself. 1 or 0 or 0 or 0 or 0, that will be 1 itself, because any one particular expression it is returning true in the OR operation, then your operation will be true itself. If there is a no true condition, if there is no one, if not even one expression is true in the OR operation, then only it will be a false operation, then only it will be returning false. In AND operation, you can treat it as a multiplication. In OR, you can just treat it as an addition. Okay, so if I just tell 1 and 1 is 1, so 1 into 0 into 0 into 0, let it be, you might, if 1000 crore also, if you multiply with 0, the value will become 0. Same way, any one condition is false in the AND operation, then that particular condition is false. Okay, so you have to practice with this, then only you will be able to understand the concept. For run this program, now you can see it will be returning me, it is not returning anything. So I have to save the program. You can see whenever it is star, you can understand it is not saved. If I press Ctrl Z, yes, you can see the program is saved now. So if I run the program, you can see the last value is returning me the true condition. So this is all about the conditions in Java, like about the operations in Java. So you can just see, run with the more examples. You can just see with the more example concept. So next, let's see the associativity in Java. Associativity in Java. So I want to comment out everything from here to here. I'll just comment this till here at the last. I want to just comment out. Okay. So now let's run the program. It will be empty. So now let's see about the associative. Okay, associative will be always from left to right. You can just more look onto it. So I'll just take one example here. So let me first I'll see which is a more precedent. If I just tell here int x is equal to, if I just tell int x is equal to 8 star 7, again I'll just put it minus 98 plus 6. If I just give like this, okay, if I just tell int x is equal to, if I given like this, so always the associativity will be from the left to right. So which is the higher priority, which is going to evaluate first here? First it is going to evaluate the multiplication. Okay, so then it is going to evaluate the what? It is going to evaluate the division value. Let me add one division as well. So let me add one divide by, so don't need all. So let's, second precedent is been going to given as for our division, and the third and fourth it is going to give it for the plus and minus. Okay, so like this the value has been given that way, and even modulos will come under the element. So if I tell so, if I just take print the x value in the program, you can see I'm getting minus 36. Let's see how it is evaluated. So I'll just tell 8 sevens are how much? 8 7 sevens are 49. 8 7 8 is a 56, right? 56 the value will get evaluated. So when, what is the next value? Next is minus 98. So 58 is 6 is there, then it is going to evaluate, then it is going to add with 6. First it is going to evaluate this value, it is adding with the 6 value. If I add this one, it will become 62. Then 62 is going to minus with 98. Then whenever I minus with 62 with minus 98, the output is minus 36, whichever I am seeing in my terminal. This is perfect output. So like this the evaluation happens. Let me give one more example. If I just tell int y is equal to, I'll just tell 10 divided by 2, 10 divided by 2 and multiply with 5. Okay, multiply with the 6, then plus with the 10 and minus with 10. Okay, let's see what is the output I will be getting for this one. SO. So if I just print y, so let's see what is the output. First we'll check. So it will divide 5 to 10 divided by 2. It is going to happen 10 divided by 2. Sorry, yeah. So what is the reference? Okay, first it will multiply with 6 to the what? 12. So I'll give here some 12, right? 12 is multiplied by 60, it will multiply. Okay, so I'll give 2 is the what? 12. 12 divided by 60 is 5. 5 plus 10 is 15. 15 minus 10 is 5. So the output should be 5. Oh, I'm getting 180 as the output. How it happened? So let's evaluate. Let's see how it is happening. So let's divide first. So if I just it is going, the associative is going from the left to right now. So here also it is going with like this. So even here it is going to give the more precedent and star here. First division is going to give the more precedence value here. Okay. So next. So here let's see 60 divided by 2 is what? 30. Right. 36 is the 6 3 is 18. What is 180? So 180 plus 10 is 190. 190 minus 10 is 180. Okay. So there is a higher precedence is going to the slash value here. So this is called a little bit like a associativity stuff. So this is about the associativity concept. So next we'll move on to auto increment and auto decrement mode. So let's see, that is very important things over here. So let's see about the associativity now. So what is associativity now? So let's see. So if I just tell here auto increment and auto decrements, auto increment and auto increment mode. So let's see what is this auto increment and auto decrement modes. So if I just tell int x is equal to, I'll just tell x is equal to 10. Okay, int x is equal to 10. I have given int x is equal to 10. Then I am going to give int y is equal to x plus plus. Okay, so if I just print so what will be the value of y now, and even what is the value of x. So I'll just give like this. I want to just tell y is, I want to read it the y value. Same way I want to read it the x value as well. I'll just tell I want to read the value of x. So if I run the program, so you can see y is equal to 11 and y is equal to 10 and x is equal to 11. So what does it mean? It is, what it is going to do here is, first y value is going to assign the 10. Y is equal to 10 only, it is going to assign it to 1. Okay, you can see here y is equal to 10. I'll just put it into the comment. Y is equal to 10 assigned. First it is first assigned, then what is going to happen, then x is incremented. Yes, is incremented to plus 1. Okay, x is going to incremented to the plus 1. So it is, you can see x is coming as a 10 itself. Okay, so this is what the auto increment mode. So same way, if I just copy the same value, if I just give it here, I'll give ij here now. No, I and j. So I'll just rename with I. Here I'll just name with the j. So j, or I'll just give it as a I, and here I'm just going to give it as a j. So here also j, here also I. Okay, so let's see now. So now what I need to do here is, now I want to make it same, like I want to make it as I here. Okay, so here I value I'm going to give it as 13 here. Okay, so first what I need to do here is, I want to, this is a plus, this is a post increment mode. So I want to do it for the pre increment. Now I want to just tell plus I. What does mean this plus I? If I save the program, so let's see what is going to happen now. You can say I value is 14 and even the j value is becomes. So why it's happen? What happens now? So when j is equal to I, if I give, what happens here is, first I value is going to get incremented. Plus I is nothing but first it is going to increment the I value. Here what becomes, here first I becomes, I is equal to 14. Before was 13, it is assigned first. I is incremented. I is incremented to plus 1. First I is incremented to plus 1. Then, so when I is incremented to plus 1, I value becomes 14. Then I is equal to 14 it becomes. Okay, so 14 is assigned assigned to j now. 14 value is been assigned to j value. So 14, so even the both the values are getting as a 14 and 14 itself. Here whenever I give plus, what it happens here is, first whatever the previous value of x is there, that is only going to store it into the y. Then x is going to get incremented. Then x will become to 14. Okay, so x becomes to 11. Here what happens means, whenever I give plus at the starting, first what happens is, first it will increment it. First it will increment the I value, then store it into a variable I, then whatever the value is been there, that is going to pass to the j value. That is the auto increment. The same way, let's do it for decrementation. So let's do it for the decrement modes now. I'll just comment this code. So let's do it for minus. So let's see how the minus works. So if I just give it as a minus, and even here also give it as a minus. So let's see what happens. So same way, whatever increment is there, it will be decremented. Here also decremented. So let's save and run the program. You can see what happens now. So here what happens here is y is equal to 10 itself, because I am giving x minus minus here. What is x minus minus? What is the value of 10? 10 is, first is 10 is, when I give x minus minus, it is going to decrement to minus 1. This is going to decrement with the minus 1, that is 10. If it's there, it will become 9. So 9 value is going to store it into the x value. So you can see if I print x, it is printing 9, and as I am passing normal the previous one value first here, so it is going to store the previous value, because 10 only it is going to store, not the 9 value, because it is first stores y is equal to 10, then it is going to decrement it. So that is how it has been written here. Same way here, first what happens here is, first it is going to decrement, it is minus minus I means first it is going to, it is a pre-decrement. Okay, so this is nothing but pre-decrement. This is I is pre-decremented here, post. So I is pre-decremented, that means first 13 is becomes to 12. So 12 is going to store it into I value. So as it is going to store in at I, so I value becomes 12 now. So same 12 value is going to into the j. So I can see the output 12 and 12 itself. So this is what about a auto increment and auto decrement mode. I hope you have understood all the concepts of the operators. So I have explained you operators in Java: arithmetic and assignment, comparison, logical. So bitwise is basically and off. So you can use bitwise also. You can just check, you can just compare with the and or. So whenever I give and, it will be treated as bitwise. Booleans, you know, that true and false. So basically this is the, just for your understanding, whenever we are adding with the byte value with a short, then it is going to return the integer value itself. So let's see how it is. If I just say so let's take one better example. So where is it? Into float, long and float. So okay, let's use as a long and float value now. Okay. I'll just tell long f is equal to 1 2 3 4 6 7 something like that, and I'll just post it with like that. And double, long is nothing but what? Long is a normal integer value itself. Double is nothing but a, like it will be a floating point integer. Okay, so I'll just tell z is equal to, so I'm getting long, it's telling it cannot convert float to long. Okay, sorry, I want to give it as a l. So I'll just give it as a l is as here itself. Okay, so I'll just tell l. So z double is equal to, I'll just tell something 2 3 4 5 7 not dot something like this. I'm just incrementing with what? I'm just doing with the double, means I need to save it with the d value itself. Okay, so I want to do it with the d value. So whenever I'm using long, I need to write l or small or d. For double, I need to do it d. So if I just tell s4, if I just tell l plus z, so I want to just print the l plus z value. If I run the program, you can see I'm getting a value. Okay, so you can say I'm getting 46.9. So because long plus double, what is long plus double? Long plus double is nothing but a floating point value. So the output will be coming in the floating as well. Okay, so that is what the thing is been written. So same way it applies for everything over here. And I have taught you about the auto increment and auto decrement. So in the next coming sessions, we are going to start with the strings in Java. We'll learn depth in the string concepts. So I hope you guys have understood the concepts of today's session. So that is about, completely we saw about arithmetic operations, and we saw about auto increment mode, and about the associativity, and converting from the byte to the integer, what is the output. So we saw these many topics. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching my video, and you can just download these notes within the description in the link I have been provided. Even though you can just copy the code from the description. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.